Going on a cruise.
I came all the way to Denmark to go on a cruise.
Welcome. In my last video, I shared the exciting surprise itinerary I received during our stop in Paris. If you missed it, make sure to check it out. Today, right after departing Paris, we're heading to Denmark, and guess what? The surprises just keep coming. As we arrived to Copenhagen airport, I was filled with anticipation. We were picked up by my in-laws, and as we settled in for a cozy evening together, and little did I know,
Welcome to Copenhagen.
another surprise was waiting for me. Nikolai revealed surprise number 2, time to pack our bags because we're going on a cruise. He said, sailing to Oslo, Norway on a 2-night mini cruise. I was beyond excited. I mean, the only thing I knew about Oslo is that the band Aha, you know, the hit synth pop band with the song Take On Me, was formed there in 1982. Anyway, the following day we made our way to the ferry dock area in Oosterpoort or Nordhavn Street, Copenhagen. We took a quick train ride to get there.
We are going on the DFDS from Denmark to Oslo. That ship right there.
First of all, I was expecting a small ferry, but this was a huge vessel.
I have to take an escalator up the ship.
The DFDS ferry is known for its comfort and amenities, making it a popular choice for travelers. The onboarding and check-in process was very simple. The ferry offers stunning views of the sea, and I'm looking forward to relaxing on board as we make our way to Oslo on this overnight trip. Speaking of relaxing, we are staying in one of the best cabins. Check this out. It's spacious and beautifully designed with all the comforts we need for our journey. There's a cozy bed, a private bathroom, and even a little seating area where we can enjoy the views. I love how they've incorporated modern touches while still keeping that classic maritime feel. This cruise departs from DFDS terminal at Damforgøy in Copenhagen and arrives the next morning at Vippetangen in Oslo. It travels across Kattegat and Skagerrak with a stop for onboarding in Frederikshavn.
Bye-bye, Denmark.
I truly enjoyed the view of the sunset and can't wait to make my way back out here on the dock early in the morning to catch the sunrise view of sailing in to Oslo. Now let's talk about the fun on board. The DFDS ferry has a variety of restaurants and bars, and of course, we indulged in some delicious meals. I was particularly excited to try the Scandinavian cuisine. Plus, there are entertainment options like live music and shops to explore while we sail. Once we arrived at Oslo, I made my way to the same deck. It was so cold but captivating.
We are in Norway. Beautiful. Look at that.
As you sail into Oslo, the view is nothing short of breathtaking. The city unfolds before you like a picturesque postcard with its charming blend of modern architecture and historic buildings lining the waterfront. The harbor is dotted with boats and ferries, creating a lively scene. As you approach the dock, the festive decorations and lights of the city come into view, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere that makes you excited to explore. The combination of natural beauty and urban charm makes sailing into Oslo an unforgettable experience. Once we started our walking tour, the first thing I noticed was the floating spas. Norway is known for its incredible winter spa experiences, from relaxing hot tubs with panoramic views to rejuvenating sauna sessions. These spas are the perfect way to unwind during the chilly months.
So this is a floating sauna. This is different.
And speaking of chilly, I am mentally preparing myself because I might just be doing that cold dip once again. If you remember, I took the plunge last year in Denmark and it was an exhilarating experience. I can't wait to see if I've gotten any braver.
As we talked about, winter bathing is big in Europe, especially here in Norway.
So will I brave the icy waters again? You'll have to tune in to see how that goes. I'll be sharing all the highlights.
Found some snow.
I was happy to see some snow, but
Not soft.
so off we were to the opera house because you can actually walk up to the rooftop.
And it is very cold, somewhere between 35 to 40 degrees. But as you can see, I'm surviving because if you bundle up just right, talking 3-4 layers, you'll be just fine. And we are right now getting ready to take a walk to the opera house, which will be a good vantage point higher up.
The iconic Oslo Opera House stands proudly, its unique design resembling a glacier rising from the water. Surrounding it are colorful buildings that add a vibrant touch to the landscape, while the hills in the background provide a stunning contrast, hinting at the winter chill in the air. We knew that we can get a breathtaking view from the top, but first we had to take these stairs, lots of them. But once at the top, I realized how worth it was. You can enjoy this panoramic view.
There's lots to see.
This structure designed for walking also offers a cool sit-down experience. The innovative physique of the Opera House with its marble-covered roof will unveil different angles of the city. On the right, the fjord archipelago with small traditional wooden summer houses painted in bright colors, and to your left, a quick scenery over the city core of Oslo. Further behind, the many fairy tale-like shaped hills and mountains. Throughout the year, the Oslo Opera House hosts a large variety of outdoor plays, concerts, and other events. Walking through the streets, I'm greeted by beautiful architecture and vibrant shops. The buildings here have such a unique blend of modern and traditional styles. I can see the minimalist design and architecture with a focus on functionality and sustainability. I noticed both traditional wooden structures and modern buildings.
We found the royal palace. Up those stairs.
Who lives here? It is where the daily work of the monarchy is conducted and where the king and queen live. Official dinners are held here. It is open to the public during the summer months. I spotted this red heart sculpture by artist Espen Hilde in a park outside Oslo Cathedral. The work commemorates the victims of Anders Breivik's 2011 twin terror attacks. It reads, "Greatest of all is love." As we stroll, we come across a local Christmas market. The smell of roasted nuts and mulled wine fills the air. There are so many handmade crafts and delicious treats. I think I'll need to grab a warm cup of coffee or hot chocolate to keep me warm. And this word right here is a word in Danish and Norwegian that describes a cozy, contented mood evoked by comfort. It's one of my favorite words. It's what I felt when I also spotted some traditional Norwegian pastries. Here are some cool things I learned about Norway. Norwegian culture is rich and diverse, shaped by its history, geography, and traditions. Norway's history is deeply rooted in its Viking past, which influences its folklore, art, and national identity. Viking sagas and mythology are still celebrated in literature and festivals. Norwegians have a strong connection to nature, with outdoor activities like hiking, skiing, and fishing being integral to their lifestyle. The concept of friluftsliv, or open-air living, emphasizes the importance of spending time outdoors. Norwegian food reflects the country's geography, with an emphasis on seafood, game, and dairy. Dishes like rakfisk, fermented fish, klippfisk, dried and salted cod, and lutefisk, dried fish treated with lye, are traditional favorites. Traditional Norwegian music includes folk songs and dances, often featuring instruments like the hardanger fiddle. Norway also has a vibrant contemporary music scene with genres ranging from pop to black metal. The official language is Norwegian, which has two written forms, bokmål meaning book tongue and nynorsk meaning New Norwegian. There are also numerous dialects spoken throughout the country reflecting regional identities. The indigenous Sami people have their own distinct culture, language, and traditions, particularly in the northern regions of Norway. They are known for their reindeer herding, handicraft, and traditional songs.
Now this is very Norwegian. You see the horses on the road?
Norway has a rich artistic heritage with famous figures like painter Edvard Munch and playwright Henrik Ibsen. Contemporary art and literature continue to thrive, reflecting modern Norwegian society. The National Museum in Oslo holds one of the world's most important collections of paintings by Edvard Munch, including such iconic works as The Scream you may recognize. Speaking of art, we're heading to Vigeland Park, home to over 200 sculptures by Gustav Vigeland. It's a bit of a walk, but the chilly air is refreshing and the scenery is beautiful.
Please walk on the grass, hug the trees, enjoy. Okay, find a tree.
The trees are bare, but the park has its own kind of beauty in winter. The sculptures are incredible, each telling a unique story. It's fascinating to see how Vigeland captured human emotions and relationships. Even in the cold, this place feels alive with art and history. It's the world's largest sculpture park created by a single artist. Walking through the park, I can't help but feel inspired. The combination of art and nature is so powerful. If you ever visit Oslo, this is a must-see, even in the winter. I can't help but reflect on how magical Oslo is. The combination of art, culture, and the festive atmosphere makes it such a special place to visit. I've loved every moment of exploring this beautiful city, from the stunning views at the Opera House to the enchanting sculptures in Vigeland Park. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure in Oslo. I hope you enjoyed exploring the city with me. If you're planning a trip to Norway, make sure to add Oslo to your itinerary. Time to make our way back on the ferry for the cruise back to Copenhagen, our next stop, and my next video. Check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next adventure.